care partner once told me, my dad suddenly started forgetting everything, repeating the same questions and acting completely different. She assumed it had to be dementia, but it wasn't. And stories like that, care partners, are exactly why doctors are very careful before diagnosing dementia. Because there are several medical conditions that mimic dementia, but are actually treatable or even reversible. So before we ever confirm dementia, we ask a very important question. Could something else be causing these symptoms? In today's video, I'll walk you through why most dementias are progressive, what doctors actually look for during an evaluation, and the most common and reversible conditions we rule out first. Hi, for those of you who are new here, my name is Dr. Sinclair. I'm a neuropsychologist, dementia care specialist, and founder of the Confident Caregiver Academy. Let's jump on in. And so here's the burning question. Is dementia reversible? In most cases, care partners, dementia is not reversible. The most common causes of dementia, the ones that you're thinking of, including Alzheimer's disease, Lewy Body dementia, vascular dementia, and frontotemporal dementia, etc., those are neurodegenerative diseases. That means brain cells are gradually damaged or lost over time. And when those brain cells die, the systems they support weaken. So systems of memory, reasoning, language, judgment, emotional regulation. This is why dementia is considered progressive. Symptoms tend to slowly expand and worsen as these brain systems die. But before doctors reach that conclusion, care partners, there's an important step. We have to rule out other medical conditions that look like dementia, because sometimes what appears to be dementia is something else entirely. A real-life example from my work. I once evaluated a man whose family was convinced he had dementia. His memory had declined fairly quickly. He was forgetting conversations. He was becoming more withdrawn, and his family noticed that he seemed to be confused at times. Sounds like dementia, right? Naturally, everyone was terrified and started rushing the process. But during the medical evaluation, something important showed up. His vitamin B12 levels were extremely low. Vitamin B12, care partners, is essential for proper brain and nerve function. And when levels drop too low, people can develop symptoms that look remarkably similar to dementia. After his B12 deficiency was treated, many of his cognitive symptoms improved. Now, that doesn't happen in every case, but it's exactly why physicians and neuropsychologists carefully rule out reversible causes of cognitive decline before diagnosing dementia. Why the diagnostic process takes time. One thing that can frustrate families is that diagnosing dementia takes time. I know. People sometimes ask, why can't the doctor just tell us right away? Isn't there a test that you can just do that will give us the answer? The reason is that diagnosing dementia, care partners, isn't like diagnosing a broken bone. You can't just simply look at an x-ray and immediately see the answer. Instead, many different doctors are looking for patterns of brain functioning, patterns in memory, patterns in attention, patterns in language, patterns in their judging ability. And then we combine that information with blood work, brain imaging, what we gather from the medical history, medication review, and also neurocognitive testing. And before we even think that dementia is present, we must ask the question, could there be something else causing these symptoms? Vitamin deficiencies. One of the first things doctors often check is vitamin levels, particularly vitamin B12, as I've mentioned before, and sometimes even thiamine. Vitamin B12 plays a critical role in maintaining healthy nerve cells, neurons. When B12 levels become severely depleted, people can develop symptoms that look just like dementia. Memory loss, confusion, slow thinking, mood changes, and difficulty concentrating. In some cases, these symptoms look very much like dementia, but the key difference here, care partners, is vitamin deficiencies can often be reversed. If the deficiency is caught early and corrected, cognitive symptoms we tend to see improve significantly. Quick pause, care partners. If this is at all helpful to you, if you are learning something new today, then please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. That small action actually tells YouTube that this information is valuable for caregivers, and it helps other families out there find support they may not have known existed. Thank you. Now let's move on. Infections that can mimic dementia. Another category that doctors sometimes evaluate is infections that can affect the brain. One example is syphilis, which historically caused severe neurological problems when untreated. This condition is known as neurosyphilis, which can produce personality changes, confusion, memory loss, behavioral disturbances. Sounds just like dementia, doesn't it? Although it's less common today, care partners, physicians still screen for it in certain cases of unexplained cognitive decline, because if it is an infection, then we can often treat it. Thyroid problems. Another medical condition that can mimic dementia is thyroid dysfunction. Your thyroid regulates many metabolic processes in the body, including those that affect the brain. When the thyroid hormone levels become too low, that's a condition known as hypothyroidism, people may develop symptoms like fatigue or slow thinking, depression, memory problems, and again, difficulty concentrating. These symptoms, care partners, can sometimes be mistaken for dementia, but thyroid disorders are indeed treatable, and cognitive symptoms do improve once hormone levels are stabilized. Another condition that can look extremely similar to dementia is something known as delirium. It's actually quite common in older adults, but many families have never even heard of it. So let's talk a little bit about it. Delirium. Delirium refers to a sudden change in thinking and awareness caused by an underlying medical issue. Unlike dementia, which develops gradually over months or years, delirium can develop within hours or days. Someone who was thinking clearly last week may suddenly become extremely confused, disoriented, agitated, they may hallucinate, or they may struggle to follow conversations. The common causes of delirium include infections, dehydration, medication reactions, hospitalizations, and most often surgery in our elder adults. To family members, it can look like dementia appeared overnight, but dementia usually does not appear overnight. Delirium can. And when the underlying medical issue is treated, the confusion often resolves. There's another factor doctors take very seriously when evaluating cognitive problems, and that's medication effects. For example, part of what brings on delirium in elders is the effect to the anesthesia. So now let's talk about medication effects. Certain medications, especially when combined, can affect cognitive functioning. Some medications can cause confusion, sedation, slow thinking, memory problems. Older adults, in particular care partners, are vulnerable because the brain becomes more sensitive to medications with age. A lot of people do not know that. So physicians often review medication lists carefully before assuming that cognitive symptoms are indeed the result of dementia. When dementia is confirmed, once reversible causes are ruled out, doctors then look more closely at neurodegenerative causes of dementia. This is where conditions like Alzheimer's disease or Lewy Body dementia may be diagnosed. These conditions, care partners, are not reversible. They are progressive, meaning the underlying brain changes continue over time. They worsen over time. At that point, the shift is away from reversible causes, because that's not something possible with these conditions, to how do we have to adapt to the neurological changes that we're seeing. So to come back to our original question, is dementia reversible? The answer is no, care partners. The dementia that you're thinking of, the neurodegenerative diseases that cause dementia, are progressive. They don't get better with time, they actually get worse. But before a diagnosis is made, we carefully rule out other medical conditions that can mimic dementia, because some of those conditions are in fact treatable and even reversible. And understanding that can be so helpful for your journey and can be helpful in you advocating for the proper care. And this often is the time that care partners then ask the next question. Okay, Dr. Sinclair, once you've ruled out all of those medical conditions, how do you diagnose dementia? Is it a brain scan? Is it memory testing? What do you guys do? And so for that question, care partners, I have created a video for you. In the next video, I'll walk you through step by step how we actually diagnose dementia. But before I do, be sure to grab the free dementia starter kit below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.